Hello guys, in the last class we discussed that whenever we install Docker, we get two components. One is Docker client and another is Docker daemon. So user execute the commands using the Docker client. Docker client will forward that request to the Docker daemon. Docker daemon will respond back with some answer, and this answer is forwarded back user on the terminal. So for suppose, let us take an example. So Docker client want to run and container. So Docker client will execute a Docker command. Then the Docker command will be forwarded to the Docker daemon. Then Docker daemon will create a Docker container, and the following result will be forwarded back to the Docker client. So in order to create a Docker container, we need a Docker image. So how to create a Docker image? That is we use it to learn in this tutorial. Like, in order to create a Docker image, we need to know about Docker file. Docker file is nothing but a one text file. So let us take one example. Let us run one Java application. These are the manual steps to run the Java application. Have taken Spring Pet Clinic application. So these are the commands to execute to run this Java application. So whenever we need to convert an application into a Docker image, so we need to the manual steps. So let us I will show you how to execute these commands manually, and I will show I will run this application. So after that we can able to convert this into a Docker file. So let me take one instance. So I have taken one instance in AWS cloud. Let us execute these commands. In Ubuntu, whenever you want to run any command, you need to update the packages. So sudo apt update. So this is basically Java application. So we need to install Java. So to install the Java, the command will be sudo apt install openjdk-8-jdk. Means I am going to install a Java 8 version. Then we have to check whether the Java was installed successfully or not. So to see Java version, as we all know that Java version, then you will get the Java version. So it is still running. Let us wait. It will complete. And I have taken a Spring Pet Clinic jar file, and we have to run this jar file. In order to run this jar file, there will be a command java-jar springpet.jar. Then the application will start working, and basically it will run on 8080 port. It is still running. Let us wait. So I have taken Spring Pet Clinic application, and it will be run on the port 8080, and it was developed in the Java. Almost 98% completed. So first we have to take the manual steps. That manual steps will be converted into a Docker file. In order to install a packages using Docker file, we need to use a run instruction in Docker file. I will show you. Yeah, it almost completed. Let us see Java was installed or not. Yeah, it was installed, Java version. Then we need to download this jar file. This is the link to download jar file. Let me copy it and paste here. Yeah, it will download. These are the simple steps to run this application, and we need to convert into a Docker file, and I will show you my Docker file, how I have written my Docker file. You can see I have taken Ubuntu. So in order to create a Docker file, we need to take an base image. So in this I have taken Ubuntu image. So then after we need to update, right, in Ubuntu. So have taken run to install any packages in the Docker. We use a run module. So run apt update, then run. We are running the Java application, so we need Java. So have take install Java apt install OpenJDK. Then we need to download this. So have executed wget. This application will run on 8080 port, so that is the reason I have exposed that 8080 port. And cmd is nothing but executable. In order to run this application, whatever the command it needed to execute, so executable will be run in the cmd. So that is the reason I have given cmd. Then the application will start working, and I will show you manually how to run it. So java -jar spring petconnect.jar. Sorry, it was a typo. So yeah, spring petconnect was running. Let us check whether it was running or not. In order to check, we need to copy the public IP, and I told you, right, it is run in the 8080 port. So 8080, yeah, the spring petconnect application was running. So whatever the manual commands we have taken, we have to convert it into a Docker file. So I have taken a base image Ubuntu, and I have executed the commands, whatever the commands we have taken. Okay, just you need to copy this, and you just create a text file, that is Docker file. Let us go to the Docker machine. This is another machine. Okay, it is taking time to log in. Yeah, let us create one folder, spc, and va Docker file. That's it. Yeah, in order to create a Docker image, we need Docker file, and we have to write a Docker file. I have written the Docker file. In order to run this, there is a command called docker build -t. Then what is the image name you want to give? I have given the clear documentation for you. You can follow this. Yeah, I have given the Docker file as well. Just you need to copy it, and I will give this documentation in the description below. You can use it. Yeah, Docker image build -t spc ubuntu .miss. In the present working directory, I have a Docker file. So if you see if you type ls, you will see Docker file. So docker image build -t spc ubuntu dot. So whatever the commands we have executed in this test machine, now docker file, docker is going to execute for us. So we just need to write a docker file .zip, and we have to build a docker image. By using the docker image, we can able to create a docker container. We can launch different containers by using the same image. If you want to run 10 Spring Boot applications by using the same image, you can run. This is the advantage of the Docker. Yeah, it will take time. Let us wait, it will take time. So in this I have taken Ubuntu image. So we can take a Java image as well. So we can take an image in that Java already present, then we can reduce the steps. So in this I have taken OpenJDK image. So OpenJDK is nothing but have taken an image in that already Java was installed. So then it will be easy for us. Then we don't need to install a Java again. We have taken Ubuntu. In this Ubuntu image there is no Java was present. So that is the reason we need to execute the commands to install OpenJDK, that is Java. So we have taken a directly OpenJDK image, so no need to install a Java. Just we need to add is nothing but, in order to download a file from the internet, we use add instructions in the Docker file. So it will download a simply jar file and it will paste into a root directory, and this is the source and the destination. We need to give, by using add instruction, we need to give source and destination. Source means wherever you want to download, destination means where you want to copy. I want to copy it in the root directory, and it will be a spring.jar. As you all know, it was running on 8080 port, so that is the reason I have exposed 8080. And cmd, in order to run this application, we need to execute a command. Whatever the command you need to execute, we have to give in the cmd argument in the cmd. So let us check. Yeah, it was, image was created. If you want to check, you can execute docker image ls, then you will get, yeah, the image has been created. If you see spc and the tag you have given ubuntu. So in order to, by using docker image, we need to create a docker container, right? Already we have got a docker image. So let us use this image and we run create a container. In order to create a container, we need to execute docker run command. Let me show you in the document. Docker container run -d -P spc :ubuntu. If you give that, it will run. Let me show you that. Yeah, you can see here, this is the command. I will explain you what is the use of this command. Docker container run. In order to create a container, this is the command, docker container run. -d means run this application in the background. So if you see here, it is running in the foreground, means we don't want to see this. Whatever the logs, we don't want to see. That is the reason we have to give -d. If you don't give the -d, then this logs will be these logs will be displayed. So in order to run the background, we give an -d. -p means in which port it is going to run. So if you give -p, it will take automatically one port and it will assign to that container. Let us see whether the Docker container was running or not. Yeah, it was running. It was running on the 49153 port. Just copy this public IP. Sorry, you have to take the Docker machine's public IP. 49153, right? Yeah, you can see the container was running. The Spring Petalonic application was running. So you can take simply Java image and you can create a Docker file. So you can ask me what is the advantage. I will show you Docker image ls. Yeah, you can see the size. If you see, it is in 548 MB. In order to reduce this size, we have to reduce the Docker file. If you reduce the content in the Docker file, then automatically the size of the Docker image will be decreased. So if the size was decreased, then it will take very less hardware size, like disk size. So it will be advantage, right? If the disk size was very less, we can create more images. So let me come back outside. Let me create one more folder, spc jdk. Let us go into it. Let us create one more Docker file. Simply copy it here, this one. I think this video is taking it almost nearly 20 minutes, so I cannot do anything. You need to watch. So in order to create a Docker image, what is the command? Docker build -t. So spc, whatever you want you can give. I am given spc jdk dot means in this current directory I have a Docker file. Take that Docker file and build the image for me. Yeah, it will take time. I will show you the difference. Have created same Docker image for the Spring Petalonic. Yeah, created Docker image ls. Yeah, it has taken 562 MB, but the Ubuntu, if you see Ubuntu, it is taken 548 MB. So this image size was very less compared to JDK. So depending upon this we need to choose. So if you choose Ubuntu, then you will, the size will be very less, right? So depending upon the requirement, we have to take an image, we need to create an image which takes very less disk size. Let me run this. Let us give a name called as SPC JDK. Yeah, let us see whether the container was created or not. Docker image ls. So docker container -d-p container ls. And we can take a slim as well. So if you see this, it is taking 562 MB, right? If you take this slim image, the size will be reduced. Let us test this. I want to use same Docker file. I just want to delete it and simply paste in that place. Yeah, I will show you the document. Yeah, I have given in the document, you can check it out. Let us build it. Then after we need to run. Then docker container ls. Yeah, the container was started and exited. Let us run again. Let me, it was exiting, right? Let me keep sleep one day, then it will not exit. Docker container ls. So it was running on this port, sorry, this 49157. Let us copy, four nine one five seven. You can see the I have running same Technic application by using different containers. Yeah, due to some errors it was not running, but it will run. Hope you understand this video. If you have any doubts, you can comment. Thank you guys. I'm going to stop this video.